You've swallowed it. You've had it sting your eyes. You've rinsed it out of your hair and felt it dry white on your skin. And at some point, standing at the edge of the ocean, you probably thought, why is this water salty? Because if it wasn't, nothing alive today would exist. That's not an exaggeration. That's the mechanism. And the short answer you've probably heard, rivers carry minerals into the sea it built up over time, is correct. And almost completely useless. Because if that were the whole story, the ocean should be getting saltier every single year. It isn't. Something is taking the salt back out. And until you understand what and why the balance it maintains is so precise, you don't actually understand the ocean at all. This isn't a question about salt. It's a question about why the ocean works. Right here on Beyond Simple Things. Start with what you probably know. Rain falls on land. It doesn't fall as pure water. Even before it hits the ground, it's already picking up carbon dioxide from the air, turning mildly acidic. By the time it soaks through soil and moves across rock, it's dissolving minerals from everything it touches: sodium, chloride, calcium, magnesium, tiny amounts per raindrop. But there are a lot of raindrops, and there have been a lot of years. That mineral-loaded water flows downhill into streams, streams into rivers, rivers into the sea. Once it arrives, the sun takes the water back. Evaporation pulls pure H2O into the atmosphere, leaving the dissolved minerals behind. The water is a courier, the ocean is the warehouse. And the warehouse has been receiving deliveries for 4 billion years without ever clearing out its inventory. The result? An average ocean salinity of about 3.5%. That number sounds small. It isn't. If you extracted every gram of dissolved salt from every ocean on Earth and spread it flat across every continent, it would bury all of them under a layer more than 150 meters deep, taller than a 40-story building, covering the Amazon, covering everything. And rivers are still adding to it every single day. So here's the problem: 4 billion years of salt going in, and it still hasn't overflowed. If input has been constant for 4 billion years, why isn't the ocean far saltier than it is? Why hasn't it hit 10%, 20%? Something has been quietly removing salt the entire time. And most explanations of ocean salinity never tell you what. On the ocean floor there are cracks, thousands of them, running along the seams where tectonic plates pull apart. Cold seawater seeps down into these cracks, works its way deep into the Earth's crust, and heats up around volcanic rock far below the surface. Water goes down cold. It comes back up hotter than boiling. It shoots back out through hydrothermal vents at temperatures exceeding 400 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. And while the water is down there, something almost nobody mentions happens inside the rock. Certain minerals in the water, magnesium, sulfate, don't come back up. They crystallize out of the solution and lock permanently into the crust. The ocean sends water down, and the Earth's interior keeps part of what it contains. Think of it like a slow planetary dialysis machine. The ocean circulates through the Earth's crust the way blood circulates through a kidney, and certain things get filtered out on every pass. The entire volume of the ocean cycles through this system approximately every 10 million years. On a human timescale, that is almost incomprehensibly slow. But the ocean has had 400 of those cycles to work with. The ocean should have become unlivable millions of years ago. It didn't. Here is the number that makes that strange. The ocean's salinity has held within a narrow range for at least 500 million years. 500 million years of rivers pouring minerals in. 500 million years of vents filtering them out. Arriving at something close to equilibrium. The 3.5 figure in every textbook is not a starting condition. It is the result of a balancing act that has been running longer than animals have existed on this planet. Now zoom out, because the reason any of this matters is not geological. It is biological. Your blood is salty. Your tears are salty. The fluid surrounding every cell in your body is a salt solution, and the concentration has to be right. Too little dissolved salt, and cells swell with water and burst. Too much, and water gets pulled out of them by osmosis, and they shrivel and die. The margin where life can operate is narrow, and the ocean has sat inside that margin for 500 million years. The ocean didn't adapt to life. Life adapted to the ocean. The variation across different bodies of water makes the stakes visible. The Red Sea, nearly enclosed and sitting under one of the hottest and driest climates on Earth, loses far more water to evaporation than it receives from rivers. Its salinity climbs to nearly 4%. The Baltic Sea, flooded with freshwater runoff from northern Europe and barely connected to the open ocean, sits closer to 2%. The Dead Sea exceeds 30%. A swimmer floats effortlessly in it. Almost nothing lives in it. The same mechanism that keeps the open ocean livable produces, in the wrong geography, water that functions more like a preservative than a habitat. Too little salt, cells fail. Too much, life dies. The ocean has held precisely between those two failure states for longer than most life forms have existed, and it is still holding. So the next time you taste seawater and spit it out, you are not tasting an accident of geology. You are tasting 4 billion years of input and output, rivers and rain and volcanic rock, and the slow filtration of the seafloor, arriving at a balance stable enough for life to crawl out of it and eventually stand on a beach and wonder why the water is salty. You didn't just come from that water. You still carry it. Your blood, your cells, your nerves, they all run on a salt concentration that evolution tuned to match the ancient sea. The ocean isn't just salty, it's stable. And that stability is the reason you're here to notice it at all. Every wave you see is part of that balance, still running, still holding. And if it ever stops being stable, nothing like us stays. Thanks for watching. Drop a topic suggestion in the comments. Like and subscribe for more.